Greetings, my legion of Trader Shy guys. My name is Jason, and today's video topic is going to be a bit of a serious one, which I would make this into an animated storytime video, but because of this topic being extremely serious and I only have so much time to make this video will end up being just like your typical narration video with gameplay footage in the background. So today we'll be talking about YouTube's current way of censorship. Fair warning that everything talked about in this video is just how I feel about the whole situation. A lot of the things that I will say in this video may not necessarily be agreed with because I don't really know the true ins and outs of how these things work. This is just what I know of and how I feel about it. Anyways, if you've been around on the internet for these past few weeks, you may have heard about the fact that YouTube is enforcing a new rule on the platform that deals with censorship. And of course, like many of the choices that YouTube has made in the recent years, everyone doesn't like it. And I don't disagree with them. Basically, YouTube is using AI to determine whether or not the user of an account is of 18 years of age or above by looking at the account's activity. If it detects any kind of activity that looks like the doing of someone who isn't 18 years of age, for example, watching videos like full episodes of childhood shows, then YouTube, particularly the AI, would like to take a look at your personal ID to confirm that you are of age. Failing to do so will remove advanced features from your YouTube account, such as putting external links in your description and pinning comments. Just what? Listen, I get the external links part, but you also remove the ability to pin comments? Why? Like I said, people are not huge fans about this decision as the way of people utilizing AI is just not correct. People are using it more as a means to just straight up get work done quicker rather than actually using it as a tool. Sure, many may think that AI is actually not that bad because it can do all sorts of cool things to help, but generally nowadays people are using it as a replacement rather than a tool. I don't know about you, but there's no way that I'm giving my personal information to a robot. One, that's how scams are created, and two, you just never know what AI could do to your information. This whole thing is just so stupid because it's essentially like we're about to face COPPA Round 2. If you've been around YouTube during 2020, you'll most likely know what I'm talking about there. At the time of recording this, these rules are going to be in full effect in just about a couple of days, and I'm personally just really worried about this whole thing. There is a recent video that I watched at the time of recording this that was uploaded where it talked about someone who has already gotten affected by the new policy, and despite the fact that the effects are not really as hurtful as COPPA was, it was still extremely worrying. Everything that was said in the video, I pretty much agree on, except for one thing that the creator said, and it was that the bigger creators don't really seem to care about the new changes that will be taking effect soon, which does seem a little bit like a stretch. While I do agree that it is a little odd that creators like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, etc. have not really said a word about this whole thing and yet have stayed silent about it even as of now, I just think that the wording from that video in response to that was just a little too harsh because knowing those kinds of creators, I just kind of feel like it takes a lot of time for them to formulate actual opinions on those topics and actually propose something at most to negate these issues. But I think that's just me being really empathetic and sensitive that I'm just really projecting out there and I'm looking into things way too hard. To which I was also going to say that talking about this in my own video is probably me walking on extremely thin ice and is probably going to affect my chances of ever becoming big with this channel, but I'm not so sure now. If that's the case, my apologies and no offense to the creator of that video for saying that, as it was completely valid and understandable. In any case, I do hope that there will be a solution to these problems in the near future because this is affecting the online society, especially for those bigger creators. Anyways, my name is Jason, and I'll see you all in the next video. Farewell, my legion.